It pisses me off when people don't actually understand my video. Let me try to be as concise as I can in regards to this. I'm going to borrow from the words of the former president of Nigeria, President Goodluck Jonathan. He said that it's easy to wake a man that is sleeping, but it's very hard or almost impossible for you to wake a man that is pretending to sleep. So I want to bring this to your notice. What is happening in Nigeria at the moment, and to be more specific, in northern Nigeria, do you think it should be likened to a man that is sleeping or a man that is pretending to be sleeping? A question. But while, in my own opinion, it can be likened to a man that is pretending to be sleeping. And what are my reasons? I want you to watch this so that you will see my reasons.
This Boko Haram issue started since 2012, and I was in the military intelligence that time. The intention of it's on the internet, so it's not even about the people we interrogated. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia, and it doesn't matter if some people die, it doesn't matter if you're embarrassed, it doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate, look at the inflation rate, look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. So I'm not coming to the air to whip up sentiments, no. I have been in the system. I work with Abacha government, I work with Babangida government, I work with Abdul Salam, I work with Yar'Adua Obasanjo as a core insider of operations. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban, they think about the Mujahideens, and they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia, and there is whatever thing they have in their head, and they want to achieve. You remember?
So practically speaking, do you think that concept have changed as far as the North is concerned at the moment? What the media have succeeded in doing is giving them a different name, a redefined name. Bandits, cattle rustlers, kidnappers. That is what the media have succeeded in doing. And what do you need to ensure this? You must make sure they are uneducated, and even if they are educated, they must be fanatically inclined. When they are fanatically educated, it doesn't matter what you have read. Fanatism will override that. And that is the reality. That is just the fact. And if you think that the government is not aware, the government is fully aware. But the fact is, you can't rule out some elements of selfishness in the midst of all this and a lot of it. But the fact is, the government is aware, but to some certain extent, they will not come out and tell you things the way it is. But the fact is, they are expecting you to use your tongue to count your teeth. And that is why the DSS boss told you this.
I'll share experience with you when I was state director in Bauchi. Most of you will remember an incident in Azari. A group of terrorists, the Boko Haram then, had invaded Azari. They were shooting in an attempt to kidnap, and the community chased them. They killed some members of the community, but the community members killed all of them. The last guy, Khalid, climbed onto a tree and was fired. The community stood. They were resilient, and they killed Khalid. Since that day, there has not been one terrorist attack in Azari. As a matter of fact, the former head of state, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, said, and I quote, "If we want to stop or curb this terrorism, we shall emulate the Azari example." Tafawa Balewa also happened to be a local government in Bauchi that was always in flames. And the people of Bogoro and some part of Tafawa Balewa, where the Sayawas are, rose up on one occasion. They knew their terrain better, climb onto trees and mountains when the invaders came. They did not only repel them, they seized their weapons. And since then, you can attest to it that you hardly hear about Tafawa Balewa again. What I'm trying to say, the practical approach to mobilizing people is that you have to get everyone involved. You do not expect the Nigerian army, police, DSS to protect every Nigerian or every community. It is not going to work. In the US, if you visit someone in the house, you will be shocked that when the guy hears a police siren, he will just pull his drawer, bring out his gun and keep it. So one of my hosts did that, and I asked him, why are you putting gun here? He said, well, if they are chasing someone and he enters my house, I'll shoot him first. And that is the layer we have to start thinking about. How?
So what am I trying to say? In regards security, it's up to you, it's up to a community to actually phantom a way of dealing with that while you wait for the federal government. But what do you have in Nigeria? I've seen communities where even to contribute 500 naira levy for security, to pay their own local security, it's a problem. You are still waiting on the government. You are still waiting on the government to solve all your problems. You have a lot of jobless youths that are in that community that are looking for a job. But the fact is, when it comes to protecting your community, you prefer them to do a free job. And that is why you have a lot of millionaires, a lot of billionaires in a community. But you get to see that they are being ravaged by this insecurity, and all they do is come to newspaper and push the blame game. So it's up to anybody that is listening to this. The problem of the North is like the fight of Armageddon. So don't wait for the fight of Armageddon to happen. Why do I say the fight of Armageddon? Because last, when everything's set, you will get to see this fight I'm talking about that is going to come from the North. Because it's going to be a fight between the minority tribes that see things differently and objective people, and a fight against people that still conceive this same ideology of domination in the name of fanatical beliefs. That is what I'm saying. Do you get my message? My message is not just to the North, but to empower who needs to be empowered to protect his terrain without waiting on the government, just like the DSS boss have told you as well. If I must tell you the fact, the ones I pity most in the midst of all this are the Easterners. Though despite the fact that I pity you, I don't pity you entirely. Because I believe the power lies within you. The power lies within you. And the fact is, I want to bring this to your notice. In as much as there's marginalization, you complain of marginalization, but marginalization cannot be proven on paper, because there's nothing that can be proven on paper. Because the way you are complaining about marginalization is the same way even the minority in the Northerners are actually marginalized, but they cannot speak. But why I say I can't pity you is the fact that you have the power. You are productive. You have the means. You are very productive. You have a lot of millionaires and billionaires within you. What is your investment in terms of security? A lot of atrocities happen and your billionaires and your millionaires cannot even come out and speak. They cannot come out and speak. And what is their investment in terms of security? So little. Are you waiting on the federal government to do that for you? You are joking. You have all the power. First of all, industrialize, number one. Secondly, invest heavily in security. Invest heavily in security. I don't actually understand why you think that the presidency is what will bring about total change for you people. You have no excuse.
Happy Sunday to you all, my wonderful people. The video you just finished watch, it says a lot of things. A lot of points are being made there. A lot of points, a lot of wisdom have this northern guy shared. This is a core Hausa, not a Fulani. It's a core Hausa man. Now he made this video. I saw it when I was scrolling through the X. Initially, I didn't want to bring the video to my platform, but he made mention of a lot of things. And the reason why I bring this video is for me to lecture the so-called Agbarawa and his gang that is using any opportunity they have to backlash, to talk against, to humiliate, to insult N.Orabueze, to defame her at all cost. Everything that has been said on that video, all of them still boils down to self-defense. When T.Y. Danjuma came out, I made it clear to everybody, T.Y. Danjuma is half Hausa and half Fulani breed. He made it clear that everybody should do what? Should guide themselves. He shouted it on top of his voice. Nobody criticized him. Nobody called him for questioning. Nobody killed him. Nobody invaded his community and wiped away people. Dr. N.Orabueze passed a bill of self-defense to all the whole Biafran families. Hell was let loose. Another Rama from here, hey, she's not in support. Oh, when they were voting, she's not. How many policemen is there to save the Biafrans? The answer is 0 policemen. How many DSS are there to save Biafrans? The answer is 0 DSS. How many military men are there to save Biafrans? Instead of them to save Biafrans, they end up killing Biafrans. The answer is 0%. What about our men on ground? How many of them are to save Biafrans? Listen to me and listen good. Our men can never be everywhere and at the same time they can never be everywhere at the same time. If something they happen for Uzuwane, they might be there, and another thing start to happen in Nkalaha, in Hamufu, in this and that. That was why Ngozi came out and said, let us decentralize the military, the Biafran forces, so that each state will manage their security and take care of everything that happens in that security. Another hell was let loose. Hey, how can you decentralize security? All these things, whether decentralized or not centralized, everything still boils down to self-defense. The other day, before me and you, DSS boss Oga came out and said that if you're waiting for DSS, you're waiting for military, you're waiting for police, you're waiting for NSCDC, you are going to wait till eternity because they can never be everywhere. What does that simplify? He says, please find a way to defend yourself before the arrival of these people so that you will not find who to blame. I didn't see Sonia Barawa cry, say, hey, they want to kill the Nigerians. I didn't see Bam, hey, Ebuchana Handi Nigeria. I didn't see Ogen Kere, hey, DSS Toribus in Nigeria. What about Ishocha, France? Nobody, all of them were moved. They went into their shell. EFCC boss still come out and say the same thing. All these people I mentioned, all of them went into their shell. Oga CDS and also the newly appointed Chief of Army Staff came out. They still make that same comment. All of them still boils down to self-defense. I didn't see all these monkeys. All of them they went into their shell. Egbe Toku, which is a IGP of police, he don't also come out. Please defend yourself before the arrival of the police. I didn't see all these miscreants. They went into their shell. I am making this video because I know that I have been seeing comments that is coming from them. I know they are watching me and they always listen and comment to my videos. Please, I want you people to ask Ogechukwu, since Ngozi can pass the bill of self-defense and they countered it, what have they been able to achieve? Our people are dying. They cannot be able to defend themselves because you people keep on passing wrong information to the men on ground, brainwashing them into believing that Ngozi is fighting to kill the Biafrans. That one is by the way. There's something they said on that video about the billionaires and millionaires in the Igbo race. And that comment they make alone brought me to this video you're about to watch now. There's another video now you're going to watch. First one, me. Second, then the third. Where the only thing they know the Igbos to that is only thing they can count the Igbos. Yes, we are entrepreneurship in nature. We are productivity. We are productive in nature. We are influential in nature. How much can all these our billionaires who are busy here, they now carry money in boxes to parties? That is the only thing you can count, my people. Please, I don't want to waste much of your time. Watch this video. We are coming back again for more discussion. Don't go, please. If you watch this one, as you watch me, watch this video. If you watch it finish, we are coming back to dissect the comment section of those two videos you watch. The first one, me second, and the third. Oya, obrigado.
You have good people around you. You have good people around you. The man from over. Melvin! That's the top boss. The top bullion fan. Open it. Open it. Instigator, you have good friends. Billionaires and billionaires. Open 3 boxes, 30 million. 3 boxes, how much? 4 boxes, that's the first one. That is 40. Melvin. Instigator, that's your man. That's the 5th box. Open it. Melvin, all the way from Esan in Edo State. Who get money different? Who they stress different? Melvin Shipping Nigeria Limited. Melvin Shipping Nigeria Limited. The 6th box. Cash. 50 million.
You watch it finish, right? You see the reason why they call us noisemakers. We are noisemakers. Look at how they are disgracing themselves. This is how they keep on attracting enemies to the entire Igbo race. Somebody coming to party with 6 boxes filled with money in bundles, and they empty it into another box. All these people, if you ask them what are their investments in security, they have never invested 1 kobo. Just like the first video you watch, what that guy said. Have you seen it? We are all noisemakers. Our land has been taken away from us. All these billionaires and the millionaires, you can never hear them speak anything about what is happening in our land. But every weekend, you will find them in one party or the other throwing boxes of money. Oh yeah, man, nobody does us, we does ourselves. Who caused us? My brother, it was long. I used to say, oh, somebody have caused the Igbos. Nobody caused us. We are the architect of our own problems. You can imagine what is happening. Ordinary base day. Ordinary base day. I didn't say it is good not to spend your money. But our people, we are too lousy. We make noise a lot. We make noise a lot. We make noise a lot. Can any of those people there, can any of them there make at least 100 lists of the world billionaires in dollars? The answer is 0. Okay, can any of them make top 100 of the billionaires in Africa? The answer is 0. Can any of them be top 20 of the billionaires in Nigeria? The answer is 0. Then why the noise? People will attack me. They will tell me now, oh, I am jealous. No problem. I cannot tell anybody who have money or how to spend his money. No problem. But when you are making that money, remember that what happened in Turkey, it happened in Lebanon, it happened in Oman. All these countries are Christian countries. How it started is how it is started in Nigeria already. They have to first of all conquer the place. Either you call it minority or majority. Now you can explain that one. They first of all conquer the heart of the food production of the country, which is the north. I didn't say any other side cannot produce food. But when you're talking about agriculture, food production in a large quantity is come from the north, which you can attest to it. Yes, which you can attest to it. They conquered the area. Now they are moving down. Everybody think, oh, nothing they happen. How many years do we have? We that is fighting this battle now. How many years do you think we have on earth? And what happens to this Gen Z generation that is running faster than their shadow? What do you think they will do tomorrow? Do you think they will have time now to come and be in the internet? No. Most of them have already engaged themselves in content creating or playing games or doing one manner of thing or the other to survive. Those ones who are in Yahoo section will also pass the Yahoo generation to their own kids. And by the time you know it, they have conquered everywhere and take over the country. Then a country that controls over 60 to 70% of the population in terms of Christianity will then become minority. Muslim is not the main. Okay, let's say Muslim can never control over 30 or 40% of Nigerian population. It is impossible. But now, what is happening? Go to Ebonyi State. Half of Ebonyi State now are all Muslims. Do you know what they do? These people, they will come. They will throw the money. And the way they are going to capture you is because they are going to work with the government to make everything very hard. How can everything or do very hard that even before you see 1,000, you do like this. And that 1,000 can never even afford you to buy anything. Then they will come in with the bundles of money, entice you with money, and tell you, turn to Islam. They are giving 5 million. Oh. How many can Christianity give you to become a Christian? Instead, they will collect the one you have. Muslims are giving 5 million, 10 million for each head. Just convert to Muslim. And as you convert, make sure you convert the entirety of your family. Every of them is going to get 10 million naira. And you tell me, because now, the Islams now, who are trying to Islamize Nigeria, will then now counter on the weakness of the Christianity, taken from the poor, But now they will come to give to the poor. For you to convert to Muslim, they are going to give you. But a Christianity who is trying to preach you to turn to preaching to Muslim or anybody, any other religion to turn to Christianity, when they preach finish, they will ask you for tithe and offering. Do you see the difference there? I'm even deviated from the subject of the day, but that is the truth. Our land is going, and they are busy throwing bundles of money. To them, you don't consign them because they have money. Forgetting that Oceania, that most of the prominent men who also have money in the north were eliminated when these people start to occupy. So if they start in the southeast, you that have money can never be exempted unless you carry your family, forget about anything you have in the southeast, and then went to exile. It sounds funny, but it is not funny. It is not funny. Things they happen. Then my people are busy throwing bundles of money. Ordinary best day. Ordinary best day. And people are clapping hand. Everybody was jubilating. And in their own region, people are dying woto every day. None of them could be able to bring this box of money to invest it in security. If you ask them now, they will tell you, I am not into government, but you are getting government contract and you are executing it, taking your own cut. But when it comes for you to invest in security, to at least to safeguard the lives of the poor who are guarding the territory, and for you that is keep on traveling abroad and many countries, you say no, you wait for government to do it. Government is going to do it. Ọkwọsị imi ya asụ anya. Ọkwanụ n'ime ọhịa na-ebe akwa na-asị na ya na-ebekọrọ ọkwara nkife ji ara anya na ọ kọrọ n'ori ya. Ọgwụ taa ka ọ hara m na-ekwutekwara m ole o kwuru. Onwekwosi ọzọ m na-ekwuzigwe. If you know what you are going to say concerning this video, the 2 videos or the 3 videos you watch, feel free to drop it at the comment section. And then I will engage you there productively. This one is most of the reactions. Let me just take just 1 or 2 and I write up. Sam Ugonab said the problems with insecurity in this country are not the bandits, Fulani herdsmen, kidnappers, or whatever they are called now. The major problem with insecurity are the government and security agencies like police and army. These people work to undermine the effort of the people. If you have ever been in a city where Fulani herdsmen attacked, you understand my point. Immediately after the attack, the police and army swarmed the community to prevent reprisals. Most of the communities complained to the army and police about the unusual movement of these terrorists, but nothing will happen. Lives will not be protected. Once the attack ends, the security agencies swarm in to prevent the community from coming together to deal with these terrorists. How many are these herdsmen? Just one senatorial zone in Nigeria is enough to round them up and deal with them. Cowards that rely on surprise attacks have been made to constitute great problems to the whole nation. State policing is the solution. An autonomous state police, like they do in the US, will solve all these insecurity problems properly. Let states have the ability to protect themselves with proper funding and logistics, but we keep playing politics with it. State policing. Okay. I don't want to say kudos to this my guy. Amba Ugochukwu Onyeka said he's making an undeniable point here. But when the powers that be have hand in the quagmire, what can the locals do? If the whole Easterners will put hands together and fight insecurity, both the billionaires and their governments, it will go a long way, and that will also have effect. Giles said that his suggestion may seem the most likely solution for Nigeria. They caution violence when liberalized instead of localized to a few. That is, the state should have sole monopoly of violence, and justice will lead to the generation of other hence in Rwanda, Somalia, Sudan, like setup. My people, I beg, may we just end it here. More of this and on X. Just visit X and read more comments. Please like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. Once again, happy Sunday to you all. I love you all. Messiano, my people.